Have you ever wondered why some people seem to earn respect wherever they go, while others struggle to be noticed? Is there some hidden secret, maybe a formula, that makes others treat you with respect? You might be trying your best, but still feel like something's missing. What if I told you that certain behaviors, often subtle ones, could be quietly undermining the respect you deserve? It's like we sabotage ourselves without even realizing it, just by holding on to a few harmful habits. But don't worry. Today we're going to uncover these 4 destructive habits that might be dimming your dignity without you even knowing. This video will open your eyes and help you understand what it really means to earn and keep respect. We'll walk through simple but powerful practices you can start using right away to change the way people see and treat you. And no, it's not going to be theoretical or hard to follow, quite the opposite. You'll see that growing in respect and value is totally doable with some grounded, practical wisdom. If you're ready to find out how this shift can impact your life, then this video is for you. So go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to keep getting valuable insights to grow in your walk with Christ, strengthen your wisdom, and sharpen your purpose. And while you're at it, drop a comment below with the mantra, "I am worthy of respect," to affirm this truth and spread that energy with everyone on this journey. Respect is like a seed planted in the heart, but in order for it to grow, it needs steady and consistent actions. This video helps us understand that respect isn't something that's handed to you. It's something you earn, and you nurture it through your decisions and the character you show. In other words, we have to build respect within ourselves before we can expect others to give it to us. Those who live by this principle know that it's not enough to just ask for respect. Every action must reflect integrity, empathy, and self-awareness. Think about it. How many times have you seen someone talk about respect, but then act in ways that go against the very values they promote? It's like asking for trust while being dishonest, or wanting true friendship without being willing to give it in return. That kind of attitude makes it hard for anyone to keep respecting you, and the truth is, people can see these contradictions, even when nothing's said. A respectful person understands the importance of staying true to themselves, not for the sake of appearances, but because they believe those values are the foundation of a meaningful, dignified life. Once we commit to living by that standard, we lay a strong foundation where respect can grow naturally. Respect starts with the small things, keeping your word, being transparent, doing what's right, even when it's hard. These habits show who we truly are and draw in genuine respect without us having to demand it. Still, certain barriers can pop up along the way, especially those sneaky habits that quietly chip away at our dignity without us even noticing. Some habits, no matter how subtle, are like open doors that invite disrespect. In this video, we explore 4 of them: lack of integrity, disrespect for yourself, lack of empathy, and a lack of self-awareness. Each of these behaviors, even when they seem small, has the power to damage our relationships. Think of someone who constantly makes promises but never follows through. Over time, trust erodes, and with it, respect. It's like weakening the very ground that trust and respect are built on. Not respecting yourself can be just as harmful, sometimes even more so. It's often quiet, but it affects how we live and how people treat us. So what does self-respect really mean? It means having boundaries and knowing when to say no. It means recognizing your worth and refusing to accept behavior that belittles you. And when empathy is missing, it creates distance, like putting up a wall between you and everyone else. When we don't show compassion, it sends a message that we don't really care. That kind of indifference opens the door to disrespect. Lastly, when we lack self-awareness, we can easily overlook how our words and actions affect others. Who hasn't seen someone put their foot in their mouth without even realizing it? When we build the habit of reflecting on ourselves and being mindful of how we act, we create room for growth and become more open to change. Without this kind of intentionality, these four harmful habits will quietly push us away from the respect we're trying to build. And that's exactly why getting back to something essential, integrity, is the first step in restoring that respect. Integrity is the foundation of everything. Without it, anything we build can come crashing down, like a house built on sand. This video shows that integrity goes far beyond just being honest. It's about being a person of your word, someone who follows through and lives according to their values, even when no one's watching. Think about the strength of a friendship where both people know they can count on each other no matter what. That kind of quiet loyalty is what makes integrity such a solid foundation. When someone lives with integrity, they naturally earn respect. There's no need to demand it. Integrity is something you practice consistently, whether it's keeping your promises or standing firm in difficult situations. It's not about being perfect, it's about staying true to what you believe in. People like that remind us how powerful it is to keep our word, and how rare it is to find someone who truly lives what they preach. For anyone seeking respect, integrity isn't optional. It's essential, because it builds trust and shows you're someone others can rely on. But integrity doesn't happen overnight. It's built decision by decision, in every moment when we choose between what's easy and what's right. Often it means giving up short-term gain for something greater, peace of mind and the respect that comes from living by your principles. Practicing integrity helps us avoid behaviors that chip away at our dignity and brings us closer to a kind of inner strength that few people truly know. And believe it or not, that strength shows in how we treat ourselves too. Self-respect is the starting point for any healthy relationship. In this video, it's compared to a shield, a natural defense that protects us from attitudes and situations that wear us down. When someone truly values themselves, they set clear boundaries and stand up for their needs without fear. Think of someone who constantly puts others first. Over time, that person loses sight of their own worth. Practicing self-respect is how we show the world we know our value and won't settle for less than we deserve. Setting and honoring boundaries is essential. These can be emotional, like refusing to accept disrespect, or practical, like saying no to situations that make us uncomfortable or go against our values. And make no mistake, people notice when you value yourself. If you don't treat yourself with respect, chances are others won't either. Self-respect is like planting a seed of confidence. It grows and influences every part of your life and encourages others to treat you with respect as well. Someone who respects themselves takes care of every part of their life, like it's a daily act of self-preservation. That could mean setting aside time to rest, pursuing hobbies that bring joy, or doing things that promote well-being, like reading a good book or staying active. These choices reflect the value we place on ourselves, and they quietly show others that we take ourselves seriously. When we practice this, it becomes easier to connect with people in a real and meaningful way, leading us to the next key: empathy. Empathy is like an invisible bridge. It brings people closer and creates deep, meaningful connections. In this video, empathy is presented as a key skill for anyone who wants to be respected and build strong relationships. When we step into someone else's shoes, we go beyond surface-level impressions and begin to understand what's going on in their heart and mind. Think of a friend who knows how to be there for you, even on your worst days. That kind of bond is only possible through empathy. But empathy isn't just about understanding, it's about showing it through action. It's when we notice someone is struggling and instead of judging them, we offer real support. Small things, like listening without interrupting or holding back on assumptions, can completely change someone's day. When we practice empathy, we create a space where people feel seen, valued, and understood. That kind of care gets noticed, and in return, we often receive more compassion and respect ourselves. Empathy also helps us recognize our own flaws and become more aware of how we affect others. A person who acts with empathy becomes a safe space, someone people turn to and trust. That kind of presence strengthens relationships at every level. And this kind of personal growth naturally prepares us for the next step, self-awareness. Because at the end of the day, if we want to build respect and meaningful relationships, we need both, understanding others and understanding ourselves. Self-awareness is like a mirror that shows us who we really are and how we affect those around us. This video highlights how, without that awareness, we risk acting impulsively and damaging relationships simply because we lack sensitivity. Someone who knows themselves well can recognize their emotions and limitations and understands how those traits impact others. It's like carrying a flashlight in the dark. Self-awareness lights the way and helps us see what needs to be adjusted. Being self-aware helps us grow and make necessary changes in how we treat ourselves and others. A self-aware person is able to recognize their weaknesses and learn from them, instead of ignoring or justifying them. For instance, if they realize their words hurt someone, they don't make excuses. They reflect and try to do better. This ongoing process of self-reflection brings us closer to our most authentic and respectful selves and helps build the kind of trust that others naturally respond to. Self-awareness also makes room for empathy and real personal growth because it keeps us open and evolving. As we develop this skill, our ability to build healthy relationships grows too, creating a strong foundation of mutual respect. And when respect is built on this kind of foundation, it doesn't just grow, it lasts. Which brings us to the next part: how to build a life where respect becomes a lasting legacy. Building a legacy of respect is like planting a tree. It takes time, care, and consistency, but the results last and benefit many. In this video, respect is shown as the natural outcome of a life rooted in integrity, self-respect, empathy, and self-awareness. Think of someone remembered for their wisdom and kindness. That person didn't just earn respect, they left a meaningful mark on everyone they met. When we practice these values every day, we start to make a positive impact on the people around us. To create this kind of legacy, we need to live out these principles, even when things get tough. Integrity helps us stay true to our values. Self-respect shields us from harmful influences. Empathy helps us build real connections, and self-awareness keeps us growing. When we weave these habits into our everyday lives, our presence becomes something others can look up to. Whether you're mentoring someone, sharing advice from real experiences, or showing patience and kindness, these are the ways we leave a lasting impression. In the end, building a legacy of respect isn't about recognition. It's about knowing we lived by our values and left something meaningful behind for those who follow. This kind of life adds depth not only to our own journey, but to the lives of those around us. After all, what better inheritance than a life full of purpose and strong values? For anyone wanting to grow in this area, the journey never really ends. It keeps calling us forward, one meaningful step at a time. Now that you've learned about the habits that can destroy respect, the question is, what will you do from here? Maybe it's time to reassess some patterns, build your self-respect, and lead with more empathy. Even small changes can bring powerful results, and it's amazing how applying these ideas can shift the way people treat you and the respect they show you. So, are you ready to take the next step? Imagine what your life could look like with more respect, purpose, and value. And remember, your journey doesn't end here. Stay with us for more videos on growing in faith, Christian wisdom, and reflections to live a life aligned with God. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content that could transform your life.